Now, in this day and age, I just do not see the point of a public service broadcast, let alone having multiples of them. Hi, it's me again, and in the UK we have things called public service broadcasters. And as it says here on Wikipedia, all the true facts are on Wikipedia obviously, but this one is, have a look. In the United Kingdom, the term public service broadcasting refers to broadcasting intended for public benefit rather than to serve purely commercial interests. And the communications regulator Ofcom requires that certain television and radio broadcasters fulfil certain requirements as part of their PSB licence to broadcast. So the main broadcasters that you'd think of in the UK, so you've got BBC, Channel 4, Channel 5, ITV and S4C, are PSBs, which means they have to serve the public more than their commercial interests. And it's interesting because ITV and Channel 4 are commercial. Now, Channel 4 was created by government remit, so rule that one out a bit because that has different rules to ITV. But ITV is properly commercial and they need to make money through being commercial to survive. So being a PSB could reel that in a little bit. And the former chairman of ITV is talking about it because they may not renew their PSB licence. I just don't see the point of being a PSB. What is the point of being a public service broadcaster? You're just turning yourself into a government mouthpiece where you can't grow at the rate you want to grow and be as commercial as you would want to be, even though ITV is proper commercial, right? It's got product placement and everything. I just don't see the point. If there's any information the government want to put out, there's this little thing that's been invented recently called the internet. They could do it directly on there. They don't need public service broadcasters to broadcast the government propaganda, do they? You know, Netflix isn't a PSB, and look at the growth of Netflix, the amount of money Netflix has to spend, isn't it? 18 billion quid they're going to spend this year or something. It's insane, and that's why Netflix has all the big shows. I don't know. I just don't see the point of PSBs in today's world. But let's see what the former ITV chairman was saying about it, because I thought it was interesting. Maybe you will too. He questioned how PSBs are expected to deliver and contribute to such economic growth if they're not given a level playing field from which to do so. We're told that economic growth is number one priority of our current government, he said. So the danger here is not the loss of cultural value, but a deficit in economic growth, which the PSMs can deliver given a level playing field. So in other words, being public service is slowing you down, and they're not being able to compete with the likes of the big streaming giants due to their obligations to be public service. So why do it? It makes no sense why to do it. Does it get you any benefits in the UK? No, probably not. So what's the point? And you probably have to pay more for the PSM license or PSB license than you would for a normal broadcasting license, right? He said ITV needs to decide whether to apply for a new PSM license next year to start in 2024. A difficult decision to take when you don't know what the terms are. ITV is in a stronger position than most PSMs because with its successful international production company and robust cash flows, it can choose any number of commercial paths and partnerships. Yeah, it's certainly in a stronger position than Channel 4 because Channel 4 have to go through government to get anything done. And it's certainly in a stronger position than the BBC is because it can make its own money where it wants to make it. But I fail to see the benefit of being a public service broadcaster in today's world. Where are the benefits for it? I've gone through this whole article. I've gone through that Wikipedia thing. I've done a bit of research on it. I fail to see what the benefit of being a public service broadcaster is to your corporation. So I wouldn't renew the license if I was ITV and I'd just crack on. Sky has all these channels and they're not public service broadcasts, are they? BBC own UK TV Play, Dave Gold yesterday, all of that. They're not public service, are they? And they make money and they do all right. I don't see the point. I don't see the point. It just seems another fusty old-fashioned thing that this country has. If the government want to put information out, chuck it on the website, have their own government media portal that they can put anything on that they want. I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, it's not the most riveting video I've ever made, but I just thought it was interesting that the ex-chairman of ITV was talking about it because it's holding them back. He's feeling that it is going to hold them back in the new world of media with the streaming giants. And this refers back to the BBC because one, their funding model, and two, because they're the main public service broadcaster of the UK, they're being held back and they're not going to be able to compete in a modern world. And it could be the death of a few traditional British TV channels like BBC, like ITV. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that way, hopefully, I'll see you in another video again soon when I ta-da.